Hello guys and welcome to a brand new video. Today I'm here with My Hero Academia Season 5 episode number 50. Alright, the previous week we did not have an episode. It was delayed by a week. So today we're going we're going to react to episode number 15. And the previous episode, a lot of things happened, a lot of things which are still shrouded in mystery. The whole liberation army thing is happening. I'm still unable to actually grasp what that actually is. Most probably some kind of a villain group or something, just like the villains association, just like that. And I don't know, some stuff are happening and Hawks knows about it. Hawks knows about it, and he is he's also under watch from Shigaraki, no, not Shigaraki, sorry, from from Dabi. And to avoid actually to avoid any suspicion, he used the whole code system in the book to let Endeavor know what's happening. And Endeavor caught that. Endeavor was able to crack the code and was able to understand what's happening. And he knows that this liberation army is going to do something now. And he knows, the heroes need to stop it. So yeah, and also another thing, like Deku, Bakugo, and Todoroki, they got they're under apprenticeship of Endeavor now. They're working under him. And yeah, these are the things that happened. So without further ado, let's get started. This is episode number 15 of My Hero Academia season 5. So I'll be putting the subtitles and the timer here. Sync it to whichever is your preference, and let's get started. Alright, so here's the countdown. 3, 2, 1, go. Okay. Oh yeah, this place. Previously we saw a guy whose face was not shown. And oh, this is the oh, okay, I understand now what's up. Twice is here. All right. So that's what they're trying to do. Okay. Okay. Oh, everyone's here. Oh my god. Who is this? Everyone's here. All the villain. Oh, damn. Spinner. Oh, he's also here. Okay. 4 months. Damn, what's with the noise? All right. Okay, now I understand. Like this is like he's going and interacting with them directly with the villains. All right. Okay, that is the guy I think who was sitting, yeah, with the wine, you know? So I can probably guess that there are two groups. Like obviously the normal villain group and then there's another group I can see. Most probably the Liberation Army that they were trying to calling in the previous episode. My Hero Academia has the people who sing the openings are like damn. We have Man with the Mission and also another one with Kenshi Yonezu. You know, one of the previous openings, like all top notch singers. All right, all right. 4 months. That's quite a bit of time, I have to say. What the? Who is this guy? Oh, yeah. Before that, I'll send signal. Okay. Yeah. Whoa. Who's this guy? Yeah. Yeah, he still does not have all the information. He needs that. So there are a lot of people who are actually betraying the Hero Association. Case of failure. More manpower. Hmm. Hey. Yeah. Oh. Okay. Yeah, that's a bit. But still, they have experience. There they are. Yeah. Oh, there he is. Yeah, but there's no choice now. There you go. Yeah, they are going to after this. Oh, that's why he did that. Nice. Okay. Oh, good thinking, Hawks. Wow. Uh, hmm. Oh, these are all the internships. Okay, okay. Oh, Tokage is with Momo. Oh, wow. A lot of heroes we've never seen before. Oh, from the other schools as well. Yeah, we'll wrap this up. Okay. Freely attack, fly. Okay. Yeah. Self introduction time. Yeah, but like there's a lot of other quirks as well. Now that we know about it. Ah, he's like, yeah. He's like, how could I? Oh, wait a minute! You should not do that. Oh no, that's why Bakugo is okay. But I guess, uh, hmm. um, whoa, he's going into real details. Shorten it within 20 words, please. As Saitama would say. 20 words, Deku, 20 words. Oh no. Okay, oh no, Bakugo is going to slap him across the head. There you go, 20 words. Within 20 words, Saitama would be proud of Endeavor. Oh boy. Hmm. Yeah. Endeavor is kind of understand now, like She's the commentator. Or the prompter, whatever you call it. Hmm. There's a lot of other things involved with it. Wow, it's a good answer. What about Todoroki? Hmm. Hmm. Okay. Yeah. All might. Mm. Yeah. Yeah. Ah, oh boy. Oh. Mm. Yeah. Hmm. Oh, okay. So he did all of these things so that, like, he can surpass All Might. Oh. Oh, okay. All right. Interesting. Okay. Move. Hmm. Yeah, true. Yeah, now he gets to know that he has a lot more quirks in him. Like, imagine, like, being like from quirkless to so many quirks. Oh, wow. Okay. And game over. Oh, nice. It's over. Not only a step. It's what? What's with that face? The face. Oh, okay. Hmm. Okay. Yeah, Bakugo would be able to know that a lot more easier because he's kind of similar. Oh. And there he goes again. All right. Okay. All right. Yeah, but not enough. Yes. Okay. Yeah. Like these excuses won't work in emergency situations. Yeah, oh god. True. Uh oh my god. Alright. Yes! He keeps notes of all of these things. Yeah, true. He has mastered ice very well because he's been using it for so long, but yeah. Okay. Hmm. Nah, it's the steps for it. Yeah, okay. Yeah. Yeah. Now they're all happening unconsciously. Yeah. Okay. Like reflex actions are. All right. Hmm. There are exceptions. Yeah. Hmm. Won't matter. Yes, it won't matter. Okay. Plus ultra. Yes. One thing at a time. Okay. Okay. Oh, all right. That was a episode which was centered around Dekubaku and Todoroki, and like all this time we've always seen like Endeavor, like not this season. I'm talking about up till season three. Three? Yeah, three. Like Endeavor, obviously, like every one of us did not like Endeavor at all, and but now that we are seeing everything in such a huge, big perspective, one thing I'm sure a lot of you have also realized, and I've also realized that he was a bad father, and also a bad husband at the same time. Not at all, like not a good family person at all. You can call him bad, but as a hero, he was one of the best. And in if you take into account his struggles and his hard work, He's not one of the best, but I think he is the best, even surpassing All Might. I like this episode really, all right, made me realize that All Might obviously worked hard, but as a hero, he, if you only take in, if you only account his hard work, his discipline about stuff, and his seriousness about being the top hero, all these things, if you judge based on this, if you judge all the other heroes and him based on this, he is the top hero. Even if All Might is there, he can easily surpass All Might in that right. But obviously All Might had something else. All Might had a power, a talent, and even though he was quirkless, after getting his quirk, All Might, his talent bloomed. And there's a there's a big difference between inborn talent or inborn genius, being an inborn genius, and being a person who works hard for it. There's a huge difference. And usually, if someone is talented enough, they can easily surpass hard work if they put in a little bit of work into it. Now, this is how it goes actually. If you are talented, extremely talented, you will obviously excel in a lot of things. But if you are talented, if you do not work hard, you can go up to a certain point. So if you compare someone who is talented and does not work hard, and someone who is not talented but works immensely hard, the person who is not talented can easily surpass the other person. This is the first, first situation. The second situation is if a person is extremely talented and he, works hard, a moderate amount of work, gives quite, works hard properly. And if there's a person who is not talented or, less talented and works hard immensely, the person who is talented and working hard can easily surpass the other person. And that's what it basically is. All Might was, after getting his quirk, his talent bloomed, and he became a really powerful hero. That, coupled with his own hard work for his hero work, for his training and everything else, he became unstoppable. He became the top hero. I remember was it season 4 or was it season 3? I think it was season 4, where we actually saw when when the whole fight between All For One and All Might, the whole fight, where we saw some a little bit of portion was shown where Endeavor actually kind of went in a little flashback when he saw All Might was losing. He said something like, I've always tried hard, I've always worked so hard to catch you, to catch up with you, but there's an immense difference between us, a difference that cannot be surpassed by hard work alone. You were special, and and that thing kept you always in front of me. Even though I worked so hard to catch up to you, I was never able to catch up with you. And and seeing the fight of All For One and All Might, seeing the fight, everyone can say, us as audiences can also say, that Endeavor is nowhere near All Might's power. Nowhere near, even though he gave so much hard work and so much effort to becoming the #1 hero. He was nowhere near him. The fight itself showed us how strong All Might was, and it's immense. The gap is immense between them. So as a hero, as I said, Endeavor, putting the hard work, is probably the top hero. If you only judge based on hard work, Endeavor is the top hero in my opinion. Otherwise, if you obviously judge by strength and merit, it's no question, All Might is the winner. So yeah, that's just one thing that I really realized in this episode, after we saw how this episode really shows us that how much care, how much effort he gave into becoming this #1 hero, as we see how he actually explains stuff to Deku. He actually explains stuff to Deku and Bakugo, how you should do stuff, especially Deku, when he says that the whole thing with subconscious that he was talking about. and like how you can like perfect your like power. You can train, you can practice how you can do that, and like step by step and perfect one thing. When he was like giving advice, it really showed that how much effort he actually put into it, because all the stuff, all the advice that he's given Deku, like previously he did the same thing. He did the same hard work that he's giving advice to Deku now. And so if like if All Might is what do you call it, like a genius, Endeavor is the genius of hard work. That's basically it. That's the difference between them. And Endeavor himself realized that by the end of it, that yeah, even like how much, like however effort I might put into it, I probably won't be able to like surpass the gap that All Might and I have. So it's kind of sad if you think about it that way, that like giving your all, still you are not able to surpass All Might, surpass a person who is so in front of you. And yeah, so as I said, like like as a family person, as a dad, as a husband, he's trash. Like every one of us knows. Obviously he's trying to change now, and yeah, he's kind of like getting his redemption little by little, and he's trying stuff, and like that's great. But before this, before this whole thing in like in season 1, 2 and 3, like as a dad, as a husband, he was not great, like not great at all. But as a hero, he was really the top, as a hero, like if you judge by hard work. So this episode really kind of showed us that. And okay, what else? All right, so this episode, the first thing we see is Hawks actually interacting with the League of Villains. And now a new character we saw, whose face was not shown in this episode. We were seeing he's like kind of wearing a suit and stuff, and like drinking wine and all. But in the opening we can obviously see him very clearly, and I'm guessing he's probably the leader of the Liberation Army or something. I'm not sure, but it's something like that. Either the leader or the member of it. And another thing we can understand from here is that all like even the League of Villains are kind of what do you call it, collaborating with them, and they're preparing for something big. Now one thing I'm really not sure about is, why are the League of Villains actually trusting Hawks? Like I'm sure, like after seeing Hawks and after interacting with him, they must have some kind of suspicion about him, that is he really working for us, or is he like double crossing us? Now obviously Dabi is keeping an eye on him, and I think that's probably why they're trusting him for now, because Hawks is not not doing anything funny. Like if he does any funny business, obviously they're going to what do you call it, cut all ties with him. So but still I find it really weird that they are actually what can I say, like trusting a hero with this. I don't know, like maybe they have some other plans, I'm not sure. But let's wait for it. Like they're saying that they're going to do this like after 4 months. Like one thing I'm kind of thinking now, like they're giving a time and all, like saying that after 4 months will come. Who knows, maybe like we know that Hawks is actually double crossing them, but maybe the League of Villains also kind of anticipated that and feeding him actually wrong information. Maybe they're saying that yeah, we'll do this in 4 months, but in actuality they're not going to do it in 4 months. They're going to actually start everything within 2 months or something. Like I don't know, I feel this kind of a suspicion that who knows, I'm not sure. But like it probably won't surprise me if the League of Villains actually know that Hawks is double crossing them, and even after knowing that, they're like talking with Hawks, and they're not collaborating with him and making him think that yeah, we trust you fully, but actually they're not, and they're feeding him false information or something. I'm not sure, but yeah, let's wait for it. I'm sure we'll get more answers. And yeah, okay, and that was that. And then okay, another thing we got to know, so Hawks actually like, decided to defeat that villain at that moment, so that the League of Villains do not get to know the actual extent of the powers. So that was interesting, like that was like some quick thinking, I have to say. Like, he actually interrupted them so that the League of Villains, like, like Darby, as Darby is saying that, oh, they have not grown up at all or something like that, like, to keep them in the dark. So yeah, anyways. mm, okay, and then we see like all the other, like, heroes are also kind of doing their internship work and all. And a lot of characters we saw like them working under different heroes. Yeah, and then we get to the main portion, that is Endeavor and the three of them. So yeah, and Endeavor gives them a task, says that, okay, like within this time you'll have to catch a villain quicker than me. It's like, like obviously there's this whole competition of getting a villain quicker than Endeavor, but at the same time there's another competition that is going parallelly with it, is like who will get the hero quicker. Like, like they are competing with Endeavor, but at the same time they're also competing with each other. Like, interesting. you know so yeah, that's one thing. And okay, yeah, and then we see Endeavor actually using his quirk to, like, as Todoroki saw, as Todoroki observed, that as Endeavor was going, he did not actually decelerate while turning in the corner. He kept going and he used his quirk in a really efficient way to do that. And Todoroki understood that today, but as we can see, Bakugo like knew that from the beginning, because Bakugo kind of uses a similar way to, like, go forward, like, like using explosions in his like, using explosions to kind of propel himself forward. And Endeavor also kind of does something like that. So like Bakugo said that, yeah, I knew that from before, and because the way they both of them, like, move is kind of similar. But since Todoroki never really gave, like, any attention to his fire power, he only used his ice power, he did not know about that. And we can see, obviously, like, in this episode we can see like one thing. Yeah, there you go. Like, if you can see that he uses his eyes to move. Now, in my opinion, like, it works. Obviously, eyes works. You can easily, like, the way Todoroki usually, like, use the eyes to move forward, to what do you call it, to try, like, move from one place to another. It works, but I think it's less efficient than using fire. And because previously he never used his fire before, he's accustomed to using ice, so he needs to, like, start using his fire to move at the same time. So, like, in the end we actually see him using both of them at the same time, ice and fire. And we also see him actually saying that all this time I never really used my firepower before. So, like, he's learning everything, like, from the beginning. As, like, the first thing that he learned here is how, his dad uses his firepower to move forward. And, like, he's learning it little by little. And yeah, like, to unlock his full potential, obviously he needs to use both of them very masterfully. Like, he's very efficient in using ice because he has been using ice for so long, but he needs to, like, learn everything from scratch about his firepower. Okay, and then in the last section we get to see Endeavor's advice about the parallel processing thing. That, like, he kind of took an example of a person driving the car, that he does everything unconsciously, even though in the beginning he needed to make a conscious effort to actually, like, change the gear and look at the mirror, rear mirror, move the steering wheel, accelerator, clutch, all these things. Like, like he, like, at the beginning, whenever someone starts learning these, like, driving a car, you need to make a conscious effort to do that. But as time goes on and on and on, as you do it daily, day by, like, 1 day, 2 day, 3 day, every day, it becomes easy, like you're moving your hand. Like it's kind of like a muscle memory. Like for example, when you like if you are like going from one place to another, if you do that 1 day 2 day, and if you like keep doing that, like keep going from one place to another, for example like 3 or 5 months every day, one day you'll actually realize that you started walking and you've reached your destination, and you could not remember how you actually like which turn you took and how you went there, but you have reached your destination safely. Like you'll think that, oh my god, I did not even think my leg took me, like that's called muscle memory. Your muscle knows where to go, you don't even need to think about it. Like same with almost everything, especially people who are musicians, like playing the guitar and all that stuff. So like he needs to become so proficient in using his quirk that he'll do it like that. Like he wouldn't even need to think about it. Just like you whack, like you move your finger, he can use his quirk without even thinking about it. So it'll be like part of his own body. So yeah, like very, what can I say, good advice. And he said that keep your, like Deku was thinking that I need to do everything at the same time, like parallel processing, but no, that's not how parallel processing works. You need to perfect one thing completely, and then move on to the other. And like this, like in the end of it, you'll actually see yourself doing all of them at the same time, and that's when a parallel processing will work. If you try to do everything, try to master everything at the same time, obviously it might work, but it'll take a lot of other times, because like doing everything at the same time is, I don't think it's an efficient process. So like that's why I never said that one step at a time, do everything gradually, one by one. And yeah. Oh, also another thing I forgot to mention, it we got to know here, is the Hero Association is actually keeping them as backups. Like interesting. Well, obviously, there's lack of heroes, and like the kids here, they are very, like they've gotten into a lot of fights and everything, and they're quite experienced. So that's why like they're doing that. And like after like learning about that, Endeavor at the beginning, Endeavor was like, no, I'll not teach them, or something like that. But after learning that, he was like, okay, I'll teach all three of them, because this is needed for the whole thing that is going to happen in the 4 months. And yeah, they need to practice everything and become perfect at their quirks. So yeah, that was it. So that was episode number 15 of My Hero Academia. So yeah, if you guys enjoy my reaction, be sure to press the like button and subscribe if you're new to the channel or you haven't subscribed. Comment down below anything you want to say or anything you want to let me know. I'll check them out. So yeah guys, thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys next week with another episode of My Hero Academia. So until then, goodbye and have a nice day.